Welcome to Singapore. I'm kidding. Welcome to the show, everybody. Okay. The show was pretty straightforward. Okay. They didn't really, do nothing extra, no razzle dazzle. They gave you a little twinge at the end, which I'm going to get into in a second. But for the most part, everything was pretty much we're setting up and leading to elimination chamber. That was pretty much the end of that. But they did do a little switch up on us. I figured, but that the way things have been going, that Dominic wasn't going into elimination chamber. And I think I told y'all that a couple days ago. I also said it on our podcast with girls when we were talking about elimination chamber. So if you want to go and listen to that, it is up. It is ready for y'all to listen to. Okay, please do me a solid while you're here. Thank you for being here. For everybody that is here, I am a little late, so I apologize for that. But I had to step out a bit and watch Smackdown a little later than everybody else. But if you could do me a solid, ladies and gentlemen, a quick solid, and that would be to just simply please rate, comment, and subscribe. If you are in here right now, just give me a thumbs up right now. Please, that helps the algorithm and that keeps my videos being pushed at, okay? Now, let's get into the show, shall we? It was, like I said, it was very, very straightforward, very similar to Monday Night Raw, which started off with matches as well. And some of these matches were a little longer than normal, but let me get into the people that's in the chat that decided to come in the chat. So Brandy was here on time. Thank you for being on time. I'm sorry that I was late. Kayla's always here. Kayla's a moderator now. She's always here. What I want y'all to do as moderators, if I could just have a little brief moment of your time, is to be very careful about that block button. I don't want people to be blocked right away. Let me get things explained and talk to people first. And then if it gets out of hand, then you can go ahead and use your power as a moderator. If you abuse your power as a moderator and I see y'all blocking people left and right, I will remove you as a moderator. Okay. I just want to make that very clear. All right. Sasha, hello. Hello, young boy Jay. What's happening? What's up? Eli's here. Hello, Donnie. Donnie always welcoming somebody. Why are you gonna welcome them to my show? Rude. Anyways, hello, Nika. Shout out to my research team. They be sending the stuff in the chat for me so that I could make sure I had other podcast going, which I do have the KTT podcast. If you do not listen, you should take a listen to that as well. It is available for you to go listen to. That's where I cover the other stuff that happens in the news, pop culture, and all that good stuff. Okay. Yeah, child. I had to. It was funny. All right. Hello, Quan. How are you? What's happening, T? How are you? All right. All right. Here we go. Let's get into the show, shall we? Okay. Now, Smackdown started off with the very first qualifier match for the men, which was Kevin versus Dominic Mysterio. This was a pretty long match for Dominic and Kevin. I started the match at around 8:05. When I got back into the my Hulu app, it was about 8:20, and they were just ending the match because R-Truth had came out there and caused a bit of a distraction. As far as I know, I didn't get to watch that whole match all the way through, but I will say from what I saw, I did see Kevin get a pop-up powerbomb, which I haven't seen him do that in a while, so that was real fun to watch, and he beat Dominic Mysterio. I knew then, once he beat Dominic Mysterio, that Logan was gonna beat Miz, and I think that it's not really to anything to do with Logan Paul being a bigger celebrity or anything like that. I think it has more to do with what's going on with Maurice and Miz not wanting to be away from her too long. And for that, I can fully understand. And I would not want to do it either. In fact, I probably would have told them to pull me from the match the same way they pulled Shotzi after she got injured. Especially if he wasn't gonna never win in the first place. I would have gave that to like Braun Breaker and let Braun Breaker and Logan Paul fight it out. And I probably would have had Logan Paul lose to Braun Breaker and had Braun Breaker in the chamber. But I also think that this is another callback to Logan being in the coming out into the chamber. I think when Seth was in the chamber and he called Seth that chamber that one time. I think it was because he attacked him after that match. Well, during that match, he came in there and attacked him. It's pretty bad. But anyways, Kevin qualified and he is now in the elimination chamber. Okay. Oh, tight, y'all. I want to make sure I get all the muscles. I gotta go here and get the graphics, show. Hopefully they updated them. Nope, they haven't updated the men's graphics or the women's graphic yet. But anyways, for now, Kevin is on the team and we're moving on to the next men's match. Well, let's go to the women's qualifier match that I saw next, which was Zelina Vega going up against Tiffany Stratton. So Tiffany Stratton beat Vega. I told y'all she was gonna win. Okay. She went in the back and decided she wanted to start some shit with the girls. And Bianca was like, look, girl. She was like, look, girl, I actually won in Elimination Chamber, so I know you're not talking to me. You're not gonna pin me. If anything, you're gonna get pinned. And Liv was like, yeah, I don't know what you talking about, but you might want to pipe your little ass down. And then she started getting real loud on her tippy time bullshit. And Jay Cargill was like, I know y'all not in here starting no shit while I'm here trying to negotiate my contract. Okay, I know you're not in here talking shit in here while I'm trying to get my stuff together. Bianca was like, she's not talking to me, she's talking to you. So Nick was like, yeah, you need to get your ass out of here because that's not where we do this at. It's a time and a place for everything. And baby, this ain't the time, nor is it the place. Okay, you take your ass. You take your blue, your pink, your Ken Barbie looking ass, get your ass out of here and go on where you got to go, bitch, because this is not the place for you. Mm-hmm. Now, babes, we don't need you. Okay, get your ass out of here. Go find something to do. Go find Ludwig and go surfboarding. And not the Beyonce way. Like, literally use that man's body to surfboard. Okay? Because there's something wrong with him. Intentionally, something is wrong with him. Okay? Any whoosies, child. They had that little thing going on. And then they moved into some more stuff. Let me tell y'all. Hold on. Let me see what Don talking about. Hold on. He said, welcome to the presence of me, boy, and Tiffany. You a hot mess. Anyways. He showed up at last year's Elimination Chamber when Montez Ford got escaped and helped Austin Theory retain his U.S. title and cost it. I thought he did. Them ding dongs not mine, baby. I know. I just brought them up. What's that? What's that in your hand? What's that? The Calypso. I put Kool-Aid in it. Oh, I thought that was a different one. Mm-mm. I was gonna fight you for that. I'm for reals. I was gonna get off this bed and fight you for that other Calypso. I just put Kool-Aid in it. Okay, great. Then I don't have to beat you up. No, the Oreos in here. I didn't want to be the Oreos downstairs. Okay, that's fine. I don't like mommy's dry ass ding dongs. But they was all in the same bag. I know. That's something that she endures. That's not something I enjoy. He said, oh my God, I'm so mad I missed it. For the most part, Smackdown was a very solid show. The girls had a pretty decent match. Tiffany Stratton beat Zelina Vega, though. I didn't expect her to lose to to Zelina. I kind of figured she would win, but when the match card was originally set, Zelina was going up against Naomi and Shotzi was going up against Tiffany. So when Shotzi got injured, they switched the cards and added in Alba. So they had Tiffany going up against Vega, and then they put Alba up against Naomi.
Why didn't they let Tiffany go against Alba?
I don't think they wanted Zelina and Naomi to go up against each other no more since Shotzi got injured. Child, that's her man. Tiffany Stratton is dating Ludwig Kaiser for real. That's her man. He be out there taking them. He be out there taking pictures and shit, looking like Will Ferrell when he was in Blaze of Glory. Let me put my poems in you. That's how he be looking in his pictures. Anyway, that water was good. This Miyoki cup, she be putting in work. Okay, this cup been sitting out all day. This water is still cold.
As it should be.
Oh, okay. So here we go. We're gonna get into it, y'all. I promise. I'm sorry. I'm very easily distracted, and I apologize for that. So after that, we got a match between Naomi and Alba Fire. I'll admit, in the beginning of this match, it was a little shaky. It looked like Alba wasn't getting set in place in time, and it also looked like Naomi was moving. It was like Naomi was a little bit ahead and Alba was a little bit behind. But once they got themselves together and they were able to finally find that chemistry with each other, it worked. The match ended up picking up slowly towards the end of the match. Like mid-match is when it really started to pick up, actually. And it got better. As the match progressed and as they continued to wrestle, the match got better. And you didn't see, the little ticks or like little pieces that were out of place in the match. I give that first match back jitters to Naomi, but for the most part, they did pretty damn good, and Naomi picked up the win. Now, let me tell y'all, this match was very long too. It was longer than what I expected it to be. I didn't expect this match to be that long, but it was. But ultimately, Naomi did qualify for the Elimination Chamber match, so she will be in it along with her counterparts Tiffany Stratton, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and Liv Morgan. And there's one more slot left open, and I believe they're going to have that battle royal over on Monday Night Raw this coming Monday, and that's when Indy Hartwell will win her slot or her ticket to going into Elimination Chamber in Perth. Now, the final match on the card was, of course, Miz versus Logan Paul. This that I can remember when I was sitting here watching it, by far was the longest match on the card. It was so long. I was like, Jesus Christ, it was long. Good Lord. Oh, it was so long, but they did great. Miz did really good against him, and he did good against the Miz. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna shit on him too much. Like, he did great. I will give him that. You know, I think that overall this was one of the best matches of the night. I enjoyed this match better than I enjoyed the other matches of in the night. So I will say for sure that this match overall was the best match of the night. And I hate Logan Paul. So I'll never give Logan Paul no props for shit, but that man put on a good match against Miz, and Miz really, really put in work. As of lately, the Miz as a face has been doing exceptional ring work, and he has proven time and time again that he is definitely a top tier talent. No matter how many times you say you hate his character, you cannot deny the talent that he has, and you can't deny what he's capable of. I've always been one to tell the truth when it came to talent and how everything goes when it comes to superstars and their performance. And he has been doing exceptional work in the ring. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. I'm not even shocked. I'm just very proud of him. I'm so proud of him. So shout out to you, Miz, for being a top tier contender. Okay. He was out there whacking, as my mama would say. He was whacking. This weekend is my daddy's He's having his group's anniversary this weekend. So my sister is home and my brother is home. My brother will be here and whole family about to be in this bitch. It's about to be a whole Epps family reunion. We've been here tripping. Only sister I'm missing is my older sister. So, but anyways, all right. So let's get back into the show, shall we? Now I didn't get to see what Bailey and Dakota was talking about. But I did see Damage Control's message to Bailey. EO Sky basically told Bailey, listen, you brought me in, but I'm a different person than what I was when I came in at SummerSlam with you. I'm no longer that EO Sky. This is EO's era, and this is the new Damage Control. And sis was not meant to know words. She said it all in Japanese, but you understood very well what she was talking about. She said, you think you're going to have your Cinderella story at WrestleMania, but I'm going to crush it. And she also said, Dakota, if you think you turning on us is gonna get you and you're gonna get a get out of jail free card, she was like, you got another thing coming because we are not gonna take that lightly. We don't take disrespect lightly. So you and Bailey could understand what it's like to have the true Damage Control coming at your neck. So this is your new Damage Control, okay? It hit for me. I don't know about y'all, but it hit for me. Okay, it do. It really do. Um, I thought it was a cute segment. I just don't know what Dakota said to Bailey or what Bailey said to Dakota because I was coming up the stairs when Bailey was talking to Dakota. So I don't know what she said. So my bagels. But anyways, let's get into why we here. Let's get into the mess. First things first, we're gonna talk about um the new elimination chamber, or at least we're gonna talk about the chamber that has been filled. We're gonna talk about all that, and then we're gonna talk about The Rock and how The Rock has officially joined the bloodline. I love it when the plan comes together. All right, so let me show y'all the new chambers. This is the men's chamber already set up and ready to go. This person, whoever wins this chamber, is gonna go up against Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm glad Kevin got in because I feel like Kevin is one of those guys that always raises the bar when it comes to these types of matches. And then you've got a lot of big dudes in here, from Drew to Randy to Bobby Lashley. You got a high flyer hybrid in Logan Paul, and you got an anomaly in LA Knight because he can do ground and pound and he'll high fly too. And then you also have a high flyer in Kevin. So this could be quite fun. Logan Paul probably is going to be your acrobat, the one who does something crazy, probably off the top of one of those pods. Kevin is a risk taker. He probably will do some shit like that as well. So this elimination chamber might be kind of fun. It might be kind of fun. You never know. Let me see y'all comments. T said Dakota was begging Bailey for help from Damage Control. Coda was begging for help from Bailey. She was like, Bailey, you're the only one I could trust. And Bailey was like, thanks for last week, but I can't trust anybody. I can't do this. Pammy left her. Ooh, Pammy Pockets left her by herself. That's messed up. Dakota was trying to ask Bailey to have her back against Damage Control, but Bailey said that she can't trust anyone right now, and I don't blame her. I don't know, Pam. Maybe you should have trusted her a little bit because the way they always say is keep your enemies close, keep your friends close, and your enemies closer. I don't know, Pammy. You might have sealed your fate with that one. Dakota is playing a trick on you. I think she with them. I do. I remember I had an idea about this a long time ago. Oh Lord, here we go. So the elimination chamber for the women's chamber is set, but we are missing one superstar. So It is very possible. And I think that by Monday, Indy Hartwell will qualify for the Elimination Chamber in the Women's Battle Royal on Monday Night Raw. Okay. So this is currently what your Women's Chamber looks like. Whoever wins is going to end up having a guaranteed ticket to WrestleMania to face off against the winner of the Women's Championship match at Elimination Chamber. So let's get into the last piece of news that kind of is a little bit interesting. Brian Breaker officially signed his contract today to be a SmackDown member. Okay. So Brian Breaker is going to be on SmackDown. Okay. Um, Here's why I am a little bit confused right now. I just want to ask, I just want to know, like, why you get him the titles on Tuesday, only for you to, snatch them titles away from them. Because why you do that? Why you do that? Why you wait until after you win the titles from the family on Tuesday to then sign this damn contract? Why you do that? Luca Crisafino, I need you to do your dirty work, okay? I need you to be a slime ball attorney and get them damn titles back so that the family can be the tag team champions again, and they could be a heel tag team and take it off of somebody else, okay? Okay? All right. I was confused. I was confuzzled because Coda's bangs were almost past her nose, and I was like looking at her like, "How can you see, child?" Yeah, you always saying something, Donnie. Always. I wonder who said that Bailey would get turned on in Damage Control. Coughs Becky. Baby, we was saying that from the moment Damage Control had their inception, their creation. We had been saying that. She wasn't the first one. Because I've been saying it since they had Damage Control. Bitches always see bad biatches. I can't. Yeah, I'm not saying that. All right, so let's move into why everybody is here. Okay. The Rock showed up in vintage Versace gear. Okay, they got two ways that they say it. Some people say Versace, some people say Versace. But The Rock showed up in his Versace vest, had his dress pants on, and his wrestling boots, the kind that look like dress boots. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Came out there with that swag walk. And now before that, Roman and them came out there and they was real happy and cheesing. Look at him showing all his chiclets. Huh? Got out the car and was hugging Jimmy. I ain't never seen Roman hug Jimmy. Jimmy was shocked. He was like, "It's a good day today. It's a good day. It's nice to see you. I'm glad to see you today." I'm like, "Oh, we happy, ain't we? We are happy that our big cousin is here." I don't think you're gonna be happy in a month though. I don't. I'm gonna stick by my guns because I'm telling y'all, this is a ploy. And when I'm right, when I tell you that I'm gonna be going off on this live, I'm gonna be like, "Bitch, I told you. I told you, bitch. I told you." Now, Roman and them showed up because they had a little announcement today. They had to tell a little ditty, a little 1-2 diddly. And then The Rock showed up because they call him to come out. Now, The Rock respected it enough to not cut off Roman and come out there. But before that, Roman was out there saying that the Utah crowd was stupid and they dumb, and they not dumb individually, but as a collective, they are stupid. Which to me, you still calling me dumb, bitch. But whatever works for you. Whatever makes you happy, okay? He said House Versace. Okay, Versace. Some people say Versace, and some people say Versace. House of Versace. Damn, we got Versace, Versace, and Versace. It depends on who is saying it. But anyways, Rocky came out there and cut a promo for 10 minutes. Now, Fox gave WWE 3 extra minutes because the Rock's ass was there. Roman been doing it and working for the last 4 years, and they ain't never gave him no extra time for WWE. They said no overtime. Is that not what they said, babe? They said no overtime, but the Rock show up and they said we can get 3 extra minutes. We can get 3 extra minutes. It's okay. They don't need the news for 3 minutes. They don't need to see the news for 3 minutes. I bet you them old ass white people. That LED floor is sick. Do they do that when they playing regular basketball?
Mm-mm.
No. Would it be too distracting?
Did that, and I think more so because the NBA players, how they play,
and they would be jostling around in those.
It'd be too much conversation on the
floor. Oh yeah, and then to the receivers would fall off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyways, Rocky came out there and cut his long ass promo calling people fat. Let me tell you something. Your bald headed ass call me fat one more motherfucking time, and it's gonna be me and you. You understand me? Me and you. I don't like that disrespectfulness. You ain't finna disrespect me. Nah, shit. I be a lot of things, but a fat ass ain't one of them. Like, I got a fat ass, but I'm not a fat ass. There's a difference.
And that's a whole bar.
Don't disrespect me in front of company like that. Don't talk to me like that. I can't wait because I feel like this is not going to just be a simple thing. It's going to look on the surface like The Rock and Roman are working together and they are doing all in their power to change it. Now, Rocky did say some things. He said, y'all had it in the palm of your hand. Rock versus Roman, one of the greatest matches of all time, and you let it slip through your grubby little fingers because you cried and bitched and moaned. You couldn't handle the fact that you weren't getting what you want because you're spoiled and you're entitled. And on that note, he is 100% right because y'all definitely cut a fool online so you can get whatever you wanted. Now we're going to get that and then some, okay? And it's y'all fault. I blame y'all. But he also said that Cody didn't deserve another opportunity. He said the San Francisco 49ers lost to the Kansas City Chiefs for a second time. He said that they whined and bitch and moan for a second shot at the title. No, they acted like men, took their loss on the chin, and they left. Pick themselves up and start all over next year. They didn't just get a championship shot. I'm like, are you forgetting or ignoring the fact that this man actually won the Royal Rumble back-to-back? It isn't like he was handed the title shot. He earned the title shot, Rocky. He earned it. I could understand it better if somebody else earned the title shot and then they just was like, yeah, give it to Cody. Cody won the Royal Rumble. There was no handing him anything. He didn't bitch about something that he didn't earn. He earned that title shot. Anyways, The Rock stood in that ring and cussed folks out for over 7 to 8 minutes. Almost 10 minutes, actually. And then he said, The Rock is officially joining the bloodline. And they stood in that ring all together. Now look at the picture now. Look at it. Walk with me. When you look at this picture, The Rock is not standing behind Roman the way everybody else is, okay? Where is he standing? He's standing right beside him, okay? There's a power shift coming very soon, okay? Very soon. Now, when they turned to hit hard cam, Rocky was standing on the side of him like this. But once they got back from hard cam, once they got to the hard cam to put the ones up, Rock was standing right next to his cousin, okay? He gave his cousin big props too. Look at Pat. Look at Pat.
Oh, they in Indianapolis. Pat gonna be there. That's home. That's home for him.
Mm-hmm. Pat McAfee's at the All-Star game for the celebrities. Not bars. Not bar. Nah, because you ain't gonna be calling me fat. Shit. Mind your fucking business. Said them and their 50 wives and their inbred grandchildren. Baby, he went off. The Rock tore people's asses asunder in Utah. Okay, he cussed their asses the fuck out. Y'all asked for Hollywood Rock. Y'all got him. This is the same motherfucker who sat in the middle of the ring and told Vicky Guerrero, "No, bitch, you look terrible tonight."
Mm-hmm.
He cut. I gotta find that clip. I got to. It was on the Raw. It was like 2007 Raw.
Shit, I can't remember.
I want to say it was 2007. I'm gonna go get that clip because that is one of the best moments ever. He was singing the song and he sounded like he was being nice, but he just ended it. It said she looked terrible. It was after he called her a bitch though. It was funny. Oh my god. Poor Utah. Utah got tore up. And then too, at the same time, he cut Roman ass up. That whole time Roman was out there talking. Roman's, you could tell there's a staunch difference between The Rock and his cousin Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns likes to feel superior to other people. He embodies a behavior where he's speaking and he feels as though he is above you, so he speaks that way. But he's not gonna go for the triggering insults like that. No, he's gonna go and just be like, I'm better than you. You need to sit there, shut your mouth, and acknowledge me, right? Whereas The Rock will go to the lowest depths of hell, to the pits of hell, and say the most dastardly, fucked up shit, and then dare you to be mad about it. It's like having a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in the middle of the ring.
I shot your mom in the face. Big whoop. Want to fight about it?
Right. Like it's wild to me. It's such a stark difference between the two of them. And obviously Roman set his own tone, right? Roman's cut promos where he's cut people deep as well, but he don't go as low as Rock does. Like Rock goes low. I remember when Rock used to talk about Stephanie's implants. Remember that shit?
Oh my god.
He used to go at Stephanie's titties every fucking time he saw her. I was like,
Rock used to talk about Stephanie implants. Stone Cold used to say Stephanie would have balls.
Yeah,
it was terrible.
Chris Jericho was the one who exposed she had implants. Yeah. You remember that shit? Mm-hmm. He was on he put her picture up on the camera and showed everybody how big her titties got.
Right.
I said, wow, that's crazy. You a wild boy. You a wild boy.
Nigga Rock told Stephanie, your concern for me is just as fake as your boobs are.
Yes. This about to be very interesting. Everything that everybody wanted, y'all got. So I hope y'all enjoy this little ride that The Rock finna take y'all on, because it's finna be a long motherfucking ride. But the bloodline has strengthened tremendously in the most scary of ways. And I stand by what I said. Nothing is as simple as it seems. And that's just where I'm going to leave it. Y'all can decipher it if you want to. You can try to make it into something new. But I'm telling you, nothing is as simple as it seems. Okay? Keep that in the back of your mind now. Now, Brian Breaker is going to debut next week on Fox. I don't know what he going to tell Baron Corbin. I don't know what he gonna tell Corbin. I'm like, look, man, I told you I'd get you a championship. Didn't tell you how long you can keep it. I just said you were gonna get a championship.
Right.
Which, in all fairness, that is what he said. He never said we was gonna keep it forever. He never said he was gonna stay on NXT either. So, yeah.
You're welcome, nigga.
Right. Just be safe, my boy. Right. Anyway. Next week on Smackdown, the Street Profits are going to go up against the Authors of Pain. The Authors of Pain had a match tonight, too. They went up against Big Body Javi and some other guy that was on NXT, and they had a squash match with them. And that was pretty much it. But the Authors of Pain will be competing against the Street Profits next week. So this is going to be interesting. We'll get to see Montez Ford in action, which we love that. And we love Dawkins, but we're going to have to see bald-headed Megatron Bobby and B-Fab on the side. So I guess, honey. Also, this week, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne were in the back having a conversation with Kayla, and Dominic Mysterio decided to run up and tell them that the Judgment Days, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor was going to destroy them. And of course, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne was just like, bitch, you need to be worried about that match you lost, ho. Don't worry about what the fuck we got going on. Of course, their little interaction led to a match set up between Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough and Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, also known as British Strong Style. And there was another interaction with two members of the Elimination Chamber in LA Knight and Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre was in the back being interviewed by Kayla, talking about his time in the chamber, what he's going to do if he wins, yada, 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 yada. He talked a lot of bullshit about how Cody he's pulling double duty next week. He's going to be wrestling Cody and LA Knight on Friday. That's crazy. Be safe, my boy. Anyway, LA Knight walked up to him and said, you keep singing the same. Damn. You keep singing the same song over and over again. The definition of insanity is doing the same action and expecting a different result. And you, my sir, are certifiable crazy. And LA Knight is like, Drew McIntyre was like, you went to the dance and could not finish the song. But he said, I'll say something else too. He was like, you know what? It must be great to be in the presence of somebody like me. I mean, I've been to the promised land. I've gotten a championship. I've been champion. I maintained that championship throughout the hardest time in WWE. Blah, 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 bullshit. And LA Knight was like, you know what? You're right. I'm glad you brought it up because you are right, sir. You did do that. You did that. But you know what else you've been doing for the last couple of years? You've been losing. What do you want?
Uncle Jay, can you pull my beanbag?
He said you've been a loser for the last couple of years. He said every time you get to the dance, you end up losing. He said you couldn't get the championship from Seth. You tried to go up against him 4 or 5 times. You lost that. He said the best thing you know how to do is lose. So he said, what am I going to learn from you that I don't already know? But he said, I tell you what, when we get inside that chamber, I'll make sure to make an example out of you and everybody else in the chamber. So LA Knight was talking and Drew McIntyre was talking. Baby, they were going back and forth. And the ref walked up and said, hey, guys, hey, LA Drew, calm down, sir. And LA's like, hey, man, we're just talking, right? Never champ, huh? Right, never champ? We're just talking. If I don't go, I'll make sure your ass doesn't go. They're just going back and forth, child. Banter, full banter. So the match was made. The match is set. And the game is on. In the words of Sean Connery. LA Knight will take on Drew McIntyre next Friday, right before Elimination Chamber on Saturday. But Monday, you are also going to get Drew McIntyre facing off against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And on Monday, we are also going to be getting an Intercontinental Championship match. Jey Uso will face off against the Ring General Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship, children. It's going to be a fun time. Now, if you aren't watching Level Up, you should, because right now, Javion is supposed to be on there going up against, this is Jensen, I think. He has his first match. At least I haven't seen him wrestle before. And this man is excellent. He is excellent in the ring. Oh my gosh. I want to see this match really bad, but I would have to go on Peacock and wait for the replay of Level Up. So once that replay comes on, I'm going to watch it because I want to see this man perform. Now, there's a few other things we need to discuss. Nikita Lyons has been injured once again. Them knees is not prepared. I don't know what's going on with her, but she just got back. The last match she had was with Blair, and she ain't been wrestling since. I don't know what's happening, but it's the injury bug is hitting and it's hitting hard. Y'all got to calm down in these streets. Okay?
Nikita injured again?
She is injured again.
Damn, she just came back.
Yeah, well,
Was it her knee?
I don't know. They didn't say the state of the injury. They just said she injured again.
Lord.
Aaliyah said, "Yeah, that's cancer energy. I can't." He called them floating devices one time back in the day. A mess. I love Jay Uso by himself, but imagine if he was still in the bloodline. I'm not trying to imagine that. I don't think I would like it.
No.
I mean, with the Rock joining, but I could dream. Yeah, you could do that. Nikita might need to hang up them boots at this point. Ooh, now she got to hang up her boots, not the beats. Beats. Anywhoosies, last and final piece of wrestling info, and then I'm out of here. Scott D'Amore was fired from TNA. I think it was sometime last week. And it seems that Anthem has been trying to make it seem like Scott D'Amore's departure from TNA was a mutual decision, when in fact it was not. It was very one-sided, and it was strictly from Anthem. Scott D'Amore did not want to leave. He wanted to stay. But the wheels were in motion for his departure a month before it was announced, which means that they knew Scott D'Amore was going to be fired back in December. I'll elaborate more on this particular topic on our podcast later on next week when I get with the girls, because I forgot to bring this up. Y'all be safe out there. Next week is Elimination Chamber. You have to move that basket. Who is that?
Tyrese Halliburton.
That basket can't go on the other side of that on the other side of the cedar chest and sit on top of it.
I don't think so. I just have to. Let me see.
It can go on top of there. Just shift that stuff around. Anyways, Elimination Chamber is on Saturday, February 24th, 2024. It is going to be on at 5 a.m. for the kickoff, 6 a.m. for the actual show. The replay will probably start around 10 or 11 a.m. Just so you guys know, in case some of you guys miss the show, you can watch the replay. Okay. Rhea Ripley's supposed to face off against Nia Jax for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. You're supposed to get the tag team titles defended with the Judgment Day. You're also going to get the Grayson Waller effect with with Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. And then, of course, you're going to get the chamber matches, this is what they look like before we get the new updated graphics. All right. Monday, you're going to get two matches that have been announced. The American Nightmare is going to go up against Drew McIntyre. And, of course, the Intercontinental Championship match will happen on Monday. Friday, you're going to get Braun Breaker's debut. You're going to get a tag team match between AOP and the Street Profits. Another tag team match with Dirty Dom and JD going up against British Strong Style. And then you'll get probably the main event. If they don't do the main event, it'll be at the top of the hour. Of the first hour, it'll be LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre. All right, ladies and gents, and maybe we'll see Bailey and the girls next week, because we got to see a lot of girls, but we didn't get to see a lot of anything else. Okay. Yep, the boots with no fur. I can't. Did you hear about the press conference coming on Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? No. I had no idea. No fur is crazy. That's Donnie for you. He said, that's so messy, child. The latest, the latest and greatest, ladies and gentlemen. This is the era that we are living in. The Rock and Roman are standing side by side with their goofy ass cousin Jimmy in the back just cheesing. Paul Heyman's is back there, and then you got, of course, Solo thick ass. This is our nightmare. But I promise you that there's a light at the end of this tunnel. Y'all just gotta trust the process. Trust the process. Y'all have a good night. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. I cannot stress that enough. I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. And I will see y'all in my next one, which will be next Monday. Peace.